Good day everyone. My name is Abhiram. Our group ID is G395. Our mentor is Kirti ma'am. Now I'm going to explain about several steps about this project, how we build. Now firstly we have to go to workflow of our project. I'm going to explain the workflow of our project. Here the front end back end components are there. Here the first we have login page. This is a code for the login page. If you don't have an account, go to the sign up page and you have to create the account here by giving user details. If you successfully created account, go to the sign in page. Here the code for the sign up page, total the sign up page code is here. If you successfully created account in the sign up page and give here the information to login. I have successfully logged in and I am delivered into the translation page, which is also known as a home page. And this is a code for the home page. Before that home page, I want to explain about the profile page. Here the total information about the user will be displayed here. Also we can change the password here. The code for the profile page is here. And we can change password also, the total information displayed here. And let's go to the translation page. I want to give one example prompt here. It is loading. So it is successfully translated into Telugu. This is our translation page which is converted into Telugu. Code for this page is this. We are using fast API. The fast API fetches the request from the front end and using our fine-tune embed model. By giving this result of embed model, this fetches the fast API and give back to the front end. So here the output is generating by this process. This is our workflow and the total information will be saved here in the MongoDB. This is a translation history page and this is a code for it. This is a translation page history code, and we have to, after the completion of our work, we have to log out the page. And this is the workflow of our project. This is the third slide of this process. Major learnings gained during project implementation. I have gained hands-on experience with Manstack, how to deal with the Manstack, how that front end, back end, and MongoDB and Express how to integrate. I have learned these all kind of things, and I have learned how to fine-tune the pre-trained model, how to save and how to import to the Hugging Face, and how to integrate that model into the backend and how to run the server. This all kind of works I have learned during this project. So next, confirmation of whether we achieved that was promised in the first milestone recording. No, we plan to build NLP based transformer model. For unfortunately, we achieved better results using embed fine tuning for translation. So we shifted to embed model, but it is not giving correct. So we shifted to fine tuning that embed model. So it is getting good results and we are using that in our project. So we unfortunately failed that we are NLP based transformer model, we have not created it. There is a slide of architecture, initial architecture and present architecture. In initial architecture, we decided to introduce that we need to apply preprocessor techniques to the user prompt. Then it will be clean and give to the model. Then it will be clear understanding and give clear results. So we thought like that. So now present architecture, we are not using any preprocessor techniques. So we are using embed fine-tuned model and we are storing that total history to the MongoDB and login page to the MongoDB. So this is a major difference between initial architecture and present architecture. This is the next slide. Challenges or hurdles faced during project execution. Yeah, of course, we have faced many challenges like fine-tuning the embed and saving that embed and that integrating with the server and starting the fast API server at the backend and connection with the front end and back end. These are the major challenges we have faced. And the connection with the MongoDB and storing that history while we are logging and where we are giving prompt at the translation page, this storing of this history to the MongoDB, this we have faced challenges and there are many challenges we have faced. These are the major challenges. And next, reason for choosing the specific model LLM used in this project. It is a bidirectional context understanding, and it is work well with the small and noisy data set because it is trained on the huge data set with the 50 languages. Embed, it is a meta developed by Meta, so it is developed with the 50 languages with huge data set, so it can more reliable to low resources languages like Telugu, and it is work well with the low data set which we are able to fine tune clearly. So this is the differences, and that's why we are choose this LLM. This is next slide. Other models are LLMs considered and reason for not choosing them. Because MT5 Marine MT are the two models having summarization for the text and other feature answering to the questions. These are the special features are not necessary for our language translation English to Telugu. That's why we are not choosing that models. Look at this NLLB. These are having 200 languages. It is trained on huge data set with the having parameters 1.2 billion. So loading of it using of that NLLB is so difficult. So that's why we shifted to embed. It having 50 languages. It having 500 parameters. So we can easily load and you can use embed pre-trained model. So using pre-trained model is not giving good results. So that's why we are decided to fine tune the embed model to get relevant results. So that's why we are successfully fine tune the embed model, and we are successfully integrated the embed model. We are using embed model. That's why we are choosing embed model. So next go to the deployment decision and approach taken. For front end we are using Vercel to deploy, and back end we are using Railway to deploy. For database we are using MongoDB Atlas for deployment. By producing URL we can anybody can use this application for language translation English to Telugu. These are the deployment for the Vercel, Railway and MongoDB Atlas for front and back end database. Thank you for giving this opportunity.